Viewers of Coronation Street believe they may have figured out what's troubling Sam Blakeman after a tense scene involving Will Driscoll. Fans have grown worried about Sam after noticing unsettling changes in his behavior, especially as he insists that Will has been targeting him. The situation began when Sam uncovered Will's inappropriate involvement with his athletics coach Megan Walsh. After learning the truth, Sam revealed Megan's actions to his stepmother Leanne Battersby and Will's stepmother Eva Price. Before everything came to light, Megan had been intimidating Sam for weeks, which took a serious toll on his mental state and led him to misuse his ADHD medication while under exam pressure. Once exposed, Will lashed out at Sam, though he later attempted to apologize, while still refusing to admit any relationship with Megan. Despite this, Sam has continued to struggle in the aftermath. He has become increasingly anxious, obsessively looking into grooming cases and showing signs of paranoia. At one point, he even threw away his phone, convinced someone was tracking him. Recently, he claimed that Will had been threatening him. In one scene, Sam panicked upon spotting Will and ran off in fear. Earlier, he said Will had made threatening phone calls, claims that Will denied. One fan suggested the situation didn't seem real, while another questioned whether Sam might be dealing with paranoia or hallucinations, or if Will is truly acting aggressively. Others shared stronger theories, with some convinced Sam is experiencing hallucinations, while another proposed he could be going through psychosis. A more detailed idea pointed towards side effects from his medication, suggesting that could explain his anxiety, panic, and possibly seeing or hearing Will when he isn't there. More viewers agreed, saying the phone call might have been imagined, while others speculated the storyline could explore conditions like schizophrenia, which can be triggered by stress or trauma. Several fans noted that Sam's growing paranoia and possible auditory hallucinations might indicate the early stages of a serious mental health crisis. In a new episode of Coronation Street, Carl Webster is exposed once again, this time leaving his mother Debbie Webster completely stunned. Carl's latest deception adds to an already chaotic period in his life, which has seen him uncover his true parentage, engage in an affair with his half-brother's wife, and get involved in illegal activity through fake MOT certificates. Recently, Carl has fallen into debt with a shady car dealer named Fiona. In an attempt to settle what he owes, he devised a risky plan to manipulate Debbie into giving him the money. The episode begins with Debbie and her husband Ronnie Bailey returning to work at the hotel. After Ronnie steps away and Debbie gives instructions to Ryan Connor, she goes ahead and transfers money to Carl. Not long after, Carl approaches Debbie again, insisting he urgently needs the funds. She tells him the payment is currently undergoing financial checks, so he'll have to wait before receiving it. Ronnie overhears part of their conversation and questions why Debbie is once again lending Carl money. When she explains it's to repay Fiona, Ronnie becomes even more uneasy due to his lack of trust in Carl. Hearing that the sum involved is £10,000 raises further concern for Ronnie, although Debbie reassures him that Carl intends to pay it back. Still, Ronnie remains doubtful. Later, Carl returns to work but behaves arrogantly while taking orders from Ryan. Feeling confident that money is on the way, he boasts that Debbie will always prioritize him above everything else, including her business and even herself. Ryan grows frustrated with Carl's attitude and even threatens to quit, though Debbie attempts to smooth things over by offering him a pay rise. Ryan criticizes Carl harshly, calling him untrustworthy and revealing that Ronnie had already told him about the £10,000 deal. The situation takes a dramatic turn when Ronnie arrives after speaking with Fiona. He reveals that the actual debt is only £5,000, exposing that Carl had planned to keep the extra money for himself. This revelation leaves Debbie devastated, and she declares she has had enough of Carl's lies. Seeing this as the final betrayal, she makes it clear she's reached her limit. but whether their relationship can recover remains uncertain. Fans of Coronation Street are predicting an emotional storyline ahead as Todd Grimshaw prepares to finally speak out about the abuse he has endured from his partner Theo Silverton. Viewers have found it difficult to watch Todd's relationship unfold as he has gradually lost his confidence while suffering both physical and emotional abuse at Theo's hands. Since Theo entered his life last year, Todd has become increasingly withdrawn. Even when fans thought Todd had escaped the toxic relationship after their split last month, the relief was short-lived. Within days, the pair reunited, with the breakup later seen as part of Theo's manipulation. Things took an even more shocking turn when Theo suddenly arranged a surprise wedding, leaving Todd's loved ones stunned when the couple returned married, with only Gary Windass and Maria Windass as witnesses. Concern for Todd has been growing, especially after George Shuttleworth overheard some of the cruel remarks Theo made towards him. Determined to help, George has joined forces with Sarah Platt and Summer Spellman to try and get Todd out of the situation. However, the situation is set to worsen before Todd finally decides to come forward. Upcoming episodes reveal that Theo plans to move Todd away from Weatherfield, isolating him from his support network. Suspicious about what Carl Webster previously hinted regarding Billy Mayhew's death, Summer confronts Theo to ask about Billy's final moments. During the visit, she is shocked to learn that Todd and Theo are planning to relocate to Belfast sooner than expected. Determined to stop him, Summer later meets Todd and reveals her belief that Theo may have been involved in Billy's death. How Todd reacts remains to be seen. As events unfold, Sarah informs George about the sudden move, and together with Summer, they attempt to intervene. But Theo blocks their efforts, using a doorbell camera to lie that they have already left, claiming Todd is out paying for fuel. Still under Theo's influence, Todd manages to convince him to unlock the bedroom so he can call Sarah and support the story. Pretending everything is normal, Todd reassures Sarah before saying he is going for a shower while secretly finishing packing. In reality, Todd is planning his escape. With Theo distracted, he seizes the opportunity to try and get away from the flat, but whether he succeeds remains uncertain. Meanwhile, Sarah is at home speaking with Kit Green when the buzzer sounds, leaving her wondering who has arrived. Later in the week, in a powerful episode set to air on April 15th, viewers will see Todd finally take a stand. He reports Theo to the police for assault and opens up to DC Kit Green and DS Lisa Swain about the months of abuse he has suffered. As the truth comes out, Theo realizes he is running out of time and becomes desperate to leave Weatherfield. But with his violent and controlling behavior now exposed, it may already be too late for him to escape. Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.